So, this morning for me, and last night for some other people, Curl went live and discussed some of the implementations, optimizations, and things that we can expect for the anniversary and upcoming updates of Wuthering Waves. So, if y'all new to the channel, what's going on? I'm Fro, your main host. I used to have a co-host, you feel me? He went by the name Posture. But that boy just kind of got caught up in some things right now. And in the meantime, there's things to talk about, videos to make, and that's exactly what we're here doing right now. We do have a server as well if y'all want to get active and get at us. Shit, link is in the description. If y'all really mess with us, shit, go ahead and drop a sub. But with that out the way, man, we really got a lot to talk about. So let's just dive right in. And starting off, man, is the optimizations, okay? The optimizations were a big point of emphasis during the live stream. And you can definitely get the vibe that Curl is definitely focused on continually updating and bringing new shit to their game. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about is the glider customization feature. So essentially, what they did with the weapons where you had like projection skins and shit, they're kind of doing the same thing but with gliders now. So there's going to be a new skin releasing via an event. Yes, I do believe it is free to play, but you know, I wouldn't really put too much stock into it until we actually see it. But yeah, it was really displayed as a reward for an event, so we can kind of assume that it is free to play. So yeah, that's one thing. We're going to be getting glider skins in the future. And the second thing is something that we've been waiting for a while now, man. They even teased us with this at the beginning of this update, and I feel like it probably just wasn't ready, and that's why they didn't release it. But of course, I'm talking about the Echo main stat modification feature. They had teased that at the beginning of this update, talking about, oh, when this update releases, this feature is also going to be released. But obviously that never actually happened, and I feel like a lot of us were kind of confused, like weren't we promised this Echo main stat modification feature? Shit, I don't know, maybe I'm just tripping. But yeah, that's finally coming in 2.3. so it looks like now we're going to be getting this ticket feature where we'll have to go into the data bank and we'll select the Echo that we want to tune. But in order to tune that Echo to get the desired main effect stat, we're going to need a ticket in order to kind of, go through with that modification, if that makes sense. So it's going to take a currency. It's not going to be free, but that ticket, I guess it's determined. It's to be determined how that ticket will be acquired. So that's the second thing. And third thing, I'm very hyped about this one, man. Whew. The third optimization is no cooldown for boss challenges, man. So now we can just farm bosses back to back to back to back to back. We don't have to wait for like 1 minute for these niggas to spawn again. We just get to beat these niggas up relentlessly, man. And I feel like this is mostly going to be useful for the nightmare challenges. Okay, I really don't feel like the normal challenge. I mean, it'll be useful for the normal challenges as well. So overall, this is just a good optimization. And then the fourth optimization is something to do with birthday. It's like a birthday innovation. I'm gonna keep this one kind of under wraps, but essentially, I mean, really, I don't honestly know too much about this one either, but from what I understand, it's gonna be like you can select a character to kind of bake you a cake and shit and treat you right and all that other shit. And they'll give you some extra rewards, it sounds like. So basically, you can kind of select a character to give you a special birthday wish, if that makes sense. And if your birthday has already passed before this update, you don't need to worry about that, because you'll get the rewards if your birthday has passed when this update comes. So you don't have to set your birthday to like a convenient date so you can get the rewards. You feel me? So that's the fourth innovation or optimization. And the fifth optimization, this one doesn't really concern people who aren't active players. You know what I'm saying? If you are an active player, shit, you don't need to worry about this shit. But if you are not, then shit, this one concerns you. It's basically a new returnee event. They're gonna be tweaking that shit and basically upping the rewards for that shit. I didn't really read too much into this one because obviously it doesn't really concern me. So I just wrote down new returnee event. If that concerns you, shit, look into it. Maybe come back and slide to the game, especially during the first anniversary. But come on, man, you gotta slide back. So maybe that'll interest you. But the sixth optimization is lore innovation. So from what I understood from this one is that certain words will be underlined in the, whether it be in the story or just when you're progressing with quests, certain words will be underlined and you can click on that underlined term and it'll kind of elaborate on that term, if that makes sense, which is also cool, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they be talking, these dudes be talking and they be spouting rubbish, like whether it be about the lament or certain other terms that might be foreign to us, you know, we can just click on them shits and boom, now we know what's up. All right, next optimization is device optimizations. Essentially, also, yeah, with the coming of the anniversary, Wuthering Waves is also going to be released on Steam. So if you want to, you know, come around and fuck with Wuthering Waves on Steam, sure, you can go and get that. But yeah, the device optimizations, I won't get too much into that because respectfully, I don't speak nerd. But this one is important, all right? If you wasn't listening for any of these other optimizations, man, lock the fuck in, okay? On May 23rd, log in to get 10 Radiant Tide, nigga. Yes, 10 Radiant Tide. And this shit is confirmed, by the way. The devs said this shit. 10 Radiant Tide and a free exclusive icon. Now, the thing with this is, I don't know if this is just a one-day event. And after this, you can't get the 10 Radiant Tide. So, nigga, May 23rd, nigga, mark your calendars, bro. If you grounded on that day, bro, shit, you better pray to your parents or something, man. Do something, nigga, because you gotta log in. That's 10 free Radiant Tide right there, you feel me? So with that out of the way, that kind of wraps up the optimization section, my bad. Let's get into the other juicy news from this update. All right, and starting off the juicy news section is no other than some new costumes that we getting, bro. And I just want y'all to take like a wild ass guess as to who you think is getting a new costume. And let me let you in on a little hint, okay? It's not just one character that's getting a new costume. It's actually fucking two. All right, just take a wild guess. I'll give you 3 seconds, man. Take a wild guess real quick. If you guessed Yinlin and Cantarella, shit, I don't even know, bruh. Just go on the internet and look for some shit, bruh, because you gonna be waiting for a fat minute, all right? But nah, Chang Li and Carlotta, bro. Those two are getting some new summer costumes, okay? And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I seen the drip, bro. And them shits is looking fire. You finna see them drips too, bro. I'm finna put them on the screen, man. That shit fire. And I ain't even just saying from like a down bad standpoint, bro. I mean, yeah, maybe just from a down bad standpoint. I won't even lie to you, bro. But damn, nigga, I sincerely hope this shit is free to play. At least one of these costumes is free to play, you feel me? But shit, if they ain't free to play, then fuck them both, man. Discipline is a real thing. And I got that, you feel me? So I ain't really concerned with that. So yeah, aside from the costumes though, we got some more juicy news. And that is in 2026, cyberpunk characters will be coming to the world of Solaris, man. Now listen, they played the opening music for Cyberpunk Edge Runners, okay? Or at least I think so, okay? My memory be kind of spotty sometimes, but I thought they played the opening theme for Cyberpunk Edge Runners. So, bro, if we can get David and fucking Lucy, shit, my favorite character from Edge Runners was Rebecca, bro. So if we can get Rebecca in the game, my nigga, oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. Man, I can't even tell y'all how hype I am for that shit, but that's coming in 2026 though, so that's something that we have to look forward to in the future of this game. So yeah, that's another juicy thing right there. But getting into the update 2.3 details, man. Update 2.3 will be called Fiery Arpeggio. Man, I'm probably butchering this shit like a motherfucker. Fiery Arpeggio of Summer Reunion, man. So that's what the update finna be called. I hope y'all didn't attempt to make any sense of that shit, because I mean, these update names be random as a motherfucker. And update 2.3 will entail two new resonators by the name of Zani and Siakona. I'm pretty sure we're no stranger to these two resonators, man. Zani, she's going to be a fucking spectral resonator with gauntlets. Her gauntlets are going to be called Blazing Justice. But here's something y'all didn't know about Zani, man. I didn't know this shit either until they just released this trailer, man. Apparently, Zani is a worker by day, but by night, shit, we might as well call that girl Zani Wayne, okay? Because this girl is fucking, she a vigilante by night, bruh. She's suiting up and shit and beating up on crime, nigga. I'm telling you, if you be committing crime, bro, don't be summoning on Zani, bro, cause you gonna summon that girl on your account and she finna beat your ass, man. All right, this girl is a superhero type shit. But yeah. So yeah, Zani, low-key, that dual mode that we see where she literally just like pulls her tie and shit and her things just start jiggling and shit, like, bro, that mode is essentially her vigilante mode, you feel me? And I put that in quotations, air quotations too, because we can really just call it a fucking down bad mode. I'm not even gonna say the term, because y'all know the term I'm talking about, the G term, shit, I won't even say that. But anyway, along with these two resonators, we're getting a new region called the Black Alley, and we're also getting some new enemies that are resembling, they kind of have an uncanny resemblance to like the Fracticitus. Whoa, nigga, did I even pronounce that shit right? They're kind of like the Exiles and Fracticitus. Nigga, they're basically human enemies, okay? But they belong to like a gang type junk, so I don't really know what they're gonna be called. When they reference these niggas in the stream, they just called them a gang. Like, dead ass, nigga, they just called them a gang. So their name isn't revealed yet. But their boss, here's the interesting part. Their boss, this gang's boss, looks like she goes by the name Talos. And she's a human, and her character design screams importance, okay? Like, she has an important looking character design. So while I wouldn't expect to see her in the future, I also wouldn't entirely take that option off the table. So this girl Talos, she could be a future character in the future, and she could be a future resonator, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of depends on the direction that they choose to go with her. But yeah, she's looking like she's gonna be the new villain for this whole Black Alley section. All right, and before we get into Siakona, let me just tell y'all something that happened in the live stream. So in the trailer, for some reason, they showed all of the Renacida resonators, right? Zani included, Siakona included. But just in the corner somewhere was this nigga Calcharo, bro. And Calcharo has absolutely no business. He ain't got no business being in Renacida, at least that I know of, okay? We all know Calcharo is this contractor, fucking mercenary ass nigga. But shit, what is this dude doing in Renacida? Why is he in the corner of our eyes out here? And a lot of people have been suspecting this. They've been suspecting that Calcharo might be getting a story, like a companion story, or he might be getting a just complete and total revamp, like not a revamp as in like his character is just gonna get wiped, but like basically like his character, like his moveset and shit, they're gonna be getting like new effects and shit like that, if that makes sense. So yeah, Calcharo, he's shown in this scene, even though he has really no business being here. So who knows, man? Maybe Calcharo can be getting a revamp, man, and I'm definitely on board for that. So shit, I'm praying for this, man. I'm honestly praying for this because I'm a big Calcharo fan, man. But yeah, aside from Calcharo though, I'm gonna hop off that nigga case for the time being, and we gonna talk about Siakona. And with Siakona, man, with Siakona comes bad news, all right? Yes, I watched the whole Wuthering Waves live stream, and throughout the whole shit, I did not hear a single peep about a free 5-star resonator. And I'm here to even let y'all down further, bro, because I even got even worse news after we talk about Siakona. But shit, they did not mention once that Siakona would be a free 5-star character. But here's the saving grace, okay? They showed Zani's banner, okay? They showed Zani's banner. I forgot what they called the shit, but I know that Lumi was in it. Yewan Wu was in it, and I think Chixia was in it. I could be wrong about Chixia though. I don't know who the third character. Oh no, it was Tauki. My bad, Tauki, Yuan Wu, Lumi. Those were the three characters that were featured in Zani's banner. The thing is though, they did mention Siakona would be coming in 2.3 or 2.4. My bad, y'all. So I basically was editing this shit, and I just realized that I was spouting some nonsense. So just kind of disregard this. I'm gonna show the banner on screen right now. They actually did release her banner, so just disregard everything that I'm about to say. But they didn't show her banner though, so it could just be that, like, you know, they want to save that for later, for when 2.4 actually drops, or it could just be that she doesn't have a banner and she's actually gonna be free. You know what I'm saying? We really don't know. But shit, Siakona, pretty much as we all suspected, she's going to be an aerial attribute user, and she's going to be using pistols as her main weapon. All right, her main weapon is going to be called Woodland Aria. I hope I didn't butcher that name, but yeah, that's her main weapon. She's going to be a support / buffer for the aerial class. And one thing that I found very interesting about Siakona is that you can tag her out during her ult. Okay, like when she's putting on that little concert and shit, she stays on field, but you can like tag out during the shit and she'll still be on the field, you know what I'm saying, and she'll still be performing. So I initially kind of looked at that ult as a liability, but now it could actually be a really strong ult, you feel me, considering that she's still performing this shit while she's off field, you know what I'm saying. So that's actually something that's very interesting about her. So I told y'all that I'm gonna keep letting y'all down, and after this Siakona news, man, just the bad news just keeps coming. Okay, so when they showed the upgrade masks, the upgrade materials for Zani and Siakona, none of the upgrade materials looked like they were new or came from a new region. Okay, nigga, Zani takes the Sentry Constructs materials, and Siakona takes the Dragon of Dirge materials to upgrade herself. So both. Oh yeah, and then for the skill materials, you're gonna need the, what is that motherfucking name called, bro? The fucking Hectic. I don't know what to call it. I don't know how you call that person with the Hectic, the one with the ropes and shit. That motherfucker is gonna be for Zani, my bad, not for Siakona. Zani is gonna take the Hectic upgrade materials, and Siakona is gonna be taking Floridia's upgrade materials. So no upgrade materials are like actually new or anything. They're just kind of pre-existing materials. So who knows, man? Maybe there will be a new boss, a new region boss, but shit, based on this upgrade material shit, that kind of is looking unlikely for now. But the bad news keeps coming, y'all. The bad news keeps coming. What we saw, or what was teased for a long time, what was built up, talking about like, oh, there's gonna be a free 5-star character selector. Well, yeah, that shit ain't happening, man. Essentially, Kuro is releasing a separate banner filled with featured 5-star resonators. Yes, but shit, this banner, it adheres to 50/50 mechanics and has a max pull of 80 pulls, man. So this is basically gonna be like they call it an anniversary banner, where it has all of the resonators. Like, it has 5 different resonators in there, and you can select one of them. But I suppose that if you lose your 50/50, you'll essentially get one of the other 5 resonators in the pool. So when you do lose your 50/50, it is kind of like, okay, shucks, I kind of lost my 50/50, but you still kind of getting a featured 5-star resonator, if that makes sense. So it kind of sucks, but shit, I guess it's all right. I just hope that if Wuthering Waves does follow through with this shit, I hope that the Astrite surplus is decent, okay? Because Zani by herself is already going to be a main attraction for people, or she's going to be a big attraction for people. And people aren't going to have that much money to be spending on a whole nother banner. You know, not money, Astrite, my bad. They're not going to have a whole lot of Astrite left over to spend on another banner that you need to go fucking 80 deep potentially for to get the character that you selected, you know what I'm saying? And even then, it's not even guaranteed. But there is a saving grace for this shit, if you even think it's a saving grace. And that's essentially it won't share the same 50-50 as the featured 5-star resonator banner. So for instance, all right, so I did a poor job explaining this, but I feel like this is the best way to put it. It's just think of it as the standard 5-star banner versus the regular featured 5-star banner. The pools aren't different. They don't share the same pool, right? They're just different banners. So that's kind of how this whole difference is viewed. They don't share the same 50-50, okay? It's like a whole different banner. So just kind of thinking of it as like the standard 5-star banner compared to the featured 5-star banner. They don't share the same reward pool. So yeah, phase 1, they're planning on releasing these anniversary banners in 2 phases. So phase 1 is going to include Jian, Yinlin, Zizi, Zhang Liao, and Phoebe, all in the same pool. And then they're also going to release a phase 1 weapon banner, which is sold separately, by the way, simultaneously. And this weapon banner will include all of the featured resonators that I just listed above. It'll include all of their weapons, and of course it'll also apply all the 50-50 mechanics, and 80 pulls, all that shit applies to this weapon banner as well. And then in phase 2, presumably when Siakona comes in update 2.4, we're gonna get a banner with Jinxie, Changli, Carlotta, Rosia, and Brant. And also a phase 2 weapon banner featuring those characters' weapons will also release simultaneously. And I also wrote down, note, the guarantee count is separate from regular convene banners. So I kind of explained that earlier, but yeah, with that out the way, let's get into the events. Hey, but real quick, before we get into the events and shit, let me give y'all the codes real quick in case y'all missed that shit from the live stream. So first up, we got first anniversary. And of course, I'm gonna put this shit on the screen too, so you can properly spell that shit out. Next up, we got Ever Flowing. And lastly, we got With You, all right? So those are the 3 codes from the live stream. You finna get 300 astrite, 40,000 coins, and some more goodies from there, man. So definitely make sure y'all redeem that shit. Don't let that shit expire now, man. Do that shit ASAP. So yeah, with that out the way though, man, let's talk about these events. So the first event that we're gonna be talking about is this chibi event that's called Cube, Cubic, and Cubi. Very cute name, right? So the goal for this event is to rebuild a cake that was essentially stolen by this chibi version of Abby mixed with the Threnodian. I don't even know, bruh, but however, there's a twist to this shit. And the twist is basically like it's a combat mode, but you're gonna take these chibi cube versions of these 5-star characters, and you're gonna bring them in with you to the combat. And these chibi characters are kind of gonna act like supports and shit, and it's gonna be like dope, bro. That like they're gonna be hovering over your ass, like how when you had in the Black Shores when we had the robot that we would use to kind of like shoot down data projectiles and shit. That's kind of what it's gonna be like. Like the chibis are just gonna be floating by your character and shit, and then they're gonna be shooting it and doing some things, all right? But I'm kind of overgeneralizing, and I'm not really explaining it in the full justice that they deserve, because they delved even deeper into this shit. So I don't know. I feel like you should just wait and see if you really want to know what this event is all about. But yeah, we got the Cubic and QB event coming. The next event is gonna be Your Summer Will Never Wither. This event is probably gonna come, my bad, when Siakona comes. Basically, this is like a story uncovering mode that's gonna utilize Siakona's ability, like her resonance ability, to uncover lost memories and shit. So yeah, this is kind of gonna be a Siakona centric event. So yeah, on top of that, there's gonna be more cube events. One of them, this is a very interesting one. One of them gives a phantom chess mimic in 10, nigga. Yes, you were hearing me correct. 10 Radiant Tide just from this one cube event. Okay, so yeah, we getting paid, bro. We getting paid. All right, and I'm hyped, bro, because I need everything I can get. You know what I'm saying? Because Zani, bro, oof, that girl might be charging me extra, you feel me, for her little shift that she finna be doing for me. Man, y'all already know, bro. I'm just hyped, man. Anyway, I'ma have Zani working 24/7 on me, man. Come on, bro. Shit. We got another event coming. Dreaming Deep. That's the event name. We are going to be getting Asteroid tickets. And when I wrote down tickets, I think those tickets are the ones that are going to be used for the aforementioned Echo modification. So we can get the tickets from this Dreaming Deep event. And yeah. This was another event too, I think, that they said is going to be like, it could be a permanent mode, but shit, maybe I'm just tripping. So don't put too much stock into that. But on top of Asteroids and Echo modification tickets, we're going to be able to get a Phantom Crownless for both the Nightmare and normal version of the Crownless. So both versions of Crownless will be getting a Nightmare skin, which I think is pretty cool, because man, when we started getting these Nightmare characters, man, I just was so frustrated with how the Phantom skins that I worked my ass off to get, by the way, were not transferable. So I was very pissed about that, but it doesn't look like they're trying to optimize that. It doesn't look like they're trying to make it so that the Phantoms, or the Nightmare skins, my bad, the Phantom skins can transfer over to the Nightmare skins. They're just going to be introducing new Phantom skins for these Nightmare characters. Shit. It's kind of hard to keep up, but shit. Anyway. We're going to also be getting some tactical hologram updates. And this one, man, shit, I ain't even looking forward to this. But let me just tell y'all real quick. Floridius and Lorelei are coming to the tactical hologram, bro. Fuck. Okay, like, I ain't even gonna lie. When I just did the Dragon of Dirge, when I just did that nigga in the tactical hologram, I didn't even expect that nigga to be too hard. But when I did that nigga, bro, I'm still stuck on stage 5. I can't get past stage 5. This nigga is so hard. And I know that Lorelei is 10 times harder than the Dragon of Dirge. And Floridius? My goodness, bro, that girl, I was literally just dashing for my life the whole time that I was fighting Floridius. Like, I don't know, bro. That girl is just so hard. It's so hard to read that girl's attack pattern. So, I don't know, bro. Good luck to y'all, man, with the tactical hologram, bro, because this shit, whew, it's a whole new level of hard, man. Y'all thought the Dragon of Dirge was hard, man. Good luck with fucking Floridius, man. This girl about to cause me trauma. But anyway, the Phantom Nimbus Wraith is also going to be, it's a skin that's going to be available via the trial store. So if y'all want that little Phantom Nimbus Wraith or whatever, if y'all collectors like me, man, shit, this one's gonna be cool for you. It's gonna be like a pink Nimbus Wraith skin, you feel me? I'll probably put an image on screen, but there's also gonna be another new event called the Gilded Night Market. This one is gonna be interesting. If you missed any content in the past, this one is gonna be for you. So here you can exchange for Radiant Tide, past Phantom skins, the Phantom Inferno Rider, Phantom Dreamless, and Phantom Lorelei, I believe, are gonna all be included in this event, and weapon projection skins as well. All right, so that's the new Gilded Night Market, which is gonna be, it's gonna be a Black Alley themed event. So y'all just get ready for that. And let me just drop some interesting statistics on y'all boys real quick, man, because this shit kind of made me chuckle. I ain't gonna lie. So check this shit out real quick. The Mighty Light Crusher, in case y'all wondering who that is, that's basically the elite version of the Light Crusher. He's basically the boss Light Crusher. This nigga has the most bodies among any special, quote unquote, special TD. All right, this nigga caught so many bodies in co-op mode. I think it was like 20 million bodies that he caught in co-op mode. And he caught like, I think, 15 mil in normal. I don't even know, bro. This nigga caught a shit ton of bodies, all right? And then check this shit out. Verena, man. Verena was working OT, bro. She was working more OT than Sonny out here. This girl saved the most Resonators asses last year. by healing them for a staggering amount of 28 trillion HP, nigga. 28 trillion, bruh. Over the last year, man. Bruh. Y'all niggas really be working a kid like that, bro. Like, hello, child labor, man. Like, come on, dog. But shit. The last event that we finna be talking here today, and then we finna wrap this shit up, is this cool new event called Anniversary in Numbers. Basically, this is going to be giving you statistics that you've accomplished throughout the history of your account. I feel like this is a dope ass feature, man, because shit, you know, we all kind of want to know what type of numbers we've accomplished, not only what we've all accomplished, but what we've in specific accomplished, you feel me? So this is going to be the event for that, and you can also earn asteroids and stuff like that from this event as well. So this is going to be a cool event, man. So shit, that kind of wraps up everything that the devs talked about in this stream. I know some people are they have mixed feelings about this whole update, and quite frankly, I do too. I feel like just going off what we have right now, I am definitely very disappointed that we won't be getting any free 5-star resonators. I feel like that's pretty much one of the things that Kuro can afford to spare right now. Like, they can afford to spare an extra 5-star or two. Like, they don't need to be stingy with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't need to be doing all that. So we have a lot of events, and as for freebies, I mean, we had the 10 Radiant Tide waiting for us on May 23rd, and that's cool, I guess. But I suppose we all kind of expected a little bit more from this update. But y'all expect me, as soon as the update drop, man, expect me to drop my reviews on that shit. I will be summoning on Zani as well, so perhaps y'all can expect some gameplay from me as well. But aside from that, man, I'll see y'all on April 29th, I believe. Whenever the update drops, I'm gonna be making a vid on that shit. But yeah, until then, y'all can catch me in the Discord server. Y'all already know how to get down with us, man. Discord.gg/deadwater. Link in the description. Shit, if y'all got any critiques on the vid, if y'all got anything you want to say in the comments, shit, drop a comment, drop a sub if you fuck with this, man. And hey, man, this Fro, and I appreciate y'all for hearing me out, man. Peace.